I love the doggo in the game. I think it's a really cool addition. Jon Snow the video game. I'm calling it now. All it takes is one character to go up to Clive and be like, "You know nothing, Clive," and I'm just like, "That's it, I'm gone. I'm out." This is come on. You know nothing,
Figures up
Clive.
ahead.
Figures.
But are they friends or foes?
What she bought kick weighted as he went figures up ahead. Oh. They look like foes to me. So who's tending the crops if the doggos are around attacking things? I'm just here to chop some wood. It's a harvest that lumber. There was a night mafia, I saw earlier. Giving up on Pokemon. I think I played like one or two of them. I felt like they're all the same. I think they're kind of fun, but I prefer JRPGs with that kind of like sword kind of shield. I think I just grew out of Pokemon quicker than most people. I get Pokemon, why people love it so much, but I'm not that fussed about it. Apart from the days where it was proper hype, like Pokemon card days. I had first generation deck cards that I just gave away. Man, they'd be worth so much now, it's insane. I had a Charizard though. Like one of 25 in the world. Too, man. You know. Only 25 of these apparently. Did you not? Think about it. Pokemon trading cards were the first real gacha game. You would buy a booster pack on the chance that you got a rare card. People go like gacha games are predatory. Blame Pokemon, bro. But why is no one pointing the fingers at Pokemon? That was the IRL version of kids gambling, dude. Please buy me this with a chance to get a better card. Although you could say Magic the Gathering was the originator of all that. Go gambling. Yeah, I agree. But some people just did it to collect like collections, not to trade cards. Like they would, you could collect cards like from a magazine or something and then put it out over time. They used to do that. We used to get collectible things over buying a magazine.
Not another step.
Not necessarily for Pokemon, you know. Oh, that's fun. Oh, the charge shot works so well. I can just. I don't have to stand still or anything. The combat's fantastic in this game, dude. Honestly, playing the game's combat is so fun.
More Waluders. Why? What is it they want?
So good.
You're welcome to ask the next ones we meet. Let me know how it goes.
So good. Alright, Mr. Sarcasm, mate. Leave the sarcasm to me, Sid, alright? Let's go grab our airship. Oh, there it is, the airship. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Quest destination nearby. Right. No kidding. The Holy Empire. Bam, bam, ba-da-dam, bam.
No sign of the royalists.
Or anyone else for that matter. It's too bloody quiet. Even for this hour.
What do we do now?
First we look for my scouts. You start here, I'll circle round the back.
Yo, Dead
How do I
Popstar,
let you
good
know
to
if
see
I
you.
find him?
Good question.
Oh, don't worry, we'll be playing it every day. At least for the next 16 days. Have you managed? Have you had a chance to play
I
anything?
don't even know what he looks like.
Right, now we're doing a sneaky mission. Can I like sneak around? No. Hope you're having a good day. Appreciate it.
The village can't be completely abandoned, can it?
Abandoned. Oh, it's Sid.
You miss me? I'm flattered, but let's stick to the plan, eh?
What's the plan? Doggo can find people, right? Snip them out.
That sounds like a child.
Hello? Is there anybody out there? I want to explore a bit. Hold on. The explorer in me wants to find things.
No, they can't have left the village.
5 bloody hides. I thought about that, sorry. Well, the other areas are blocked off. Oh, the map's nothing like the remake, really. We rarely have a map half the time. It's not. The map's very different. Hold on. The map's more like Game of Thrones Westeros. You'll see when we hit the menu, the map on the menu. In fact, to be fair, I wouldn't say anything in this game is like the remake. It's very its own style. It's very good though. It's very fun. This game is. I've had so much fun every second of the way. There's not been one moment I'm like the gameplay is literally so fun in this game. Huh? Oh wow. A hanged man. Oh, this is definitely a village. There's a pub down there. Oh, let's just do the objective because like I'm not missing anything here. definitely got
right.
his own style, I'd say.
I'm not
Oh
one
no,
of
I'm
them.
not saying you did, by the way.
My friend and I, we're with the Imperial Army,
How's it going, Trev?
and we've come to help. Do you know where your parents are?
Trev, I know you're avoiding spoilers, but there was a bit you wanted to be here for. Because we found... Bro. You know how remember the back in the Kingdom Hearts 2 days when we were talking about the Fafnir, which was never called the Fafnir? Well, guess what? Fafnir's actually in this game in some form. That's what I'll say. Literally, Fafnir. I was like, wait, where's Trev? The game is incredible, dude.
In the church.
The game is
Then I'm going to find them.
top tier.
And make sure they're safe. Can you stay hidden here until then? To the church, then.
To the church! I've not had this much fun on a game in a long time. Recently. Oh, Horizon, yes, but this game is... it right now. Everything about this game just feels so polished right now. I've not even like games I enjoy, I can usually like start pinpointing problems of the game. I can't really got nothing criticism wise to say about this game so far. I all I can say is there's certain things that people won't like, and I can understand that. Mainly the gore, but right, this game is make if you get a PS5 when you do, make this your first game, bro. I'm not even kidding you. The battle mechanic in this game is so good.
This man's gonna die if we don't get into a healer.
Enough of your barking, dog!
About time.
Stand back.
Oh, Sid is like my favourite character in this game. The dual building, the electricity. Like
Who the hell are you?
up here, and you have your design character in your head.
Clive!
It's literally Sid.
Thought you weren't coming.
You still alive, Gav?
Barely.
Yeah, classic.
Been doing what I can for the villagers, but
I thought you were joking.
It's all right. He's with me.
Alive.
Is this everyone?
no, there were others. A pair of royalists came for the bearers just before you arrived.
Was a dominant among them?
Maybe. It's not like he was holding a sign.
Oh.
I'll give you one guess where he's going. Clive, after him.
Get him. Get him. Charge. Get him. Get him, doggo. Get him. Get him, doggo. Where's my doggo? Doggo, you're faster than me. Get the dog on him. Now I'm going to run into a trap.
Any word from the scouts?
Not yet, my lady, but we have the dominant's companion. It's only a matter of time before we seize our
Here we
quarry.
go.
Very good. And what of the others?
The bearers have been taken to Caer Novent.
Some may still be worth keeping should the dominant elude us.
All is in hand, my lady. They will not be spoiled. I give you my word.
And dreams and honor.
Gentlemen, a toast!
Gentlemen.
Will you join me? My thanks. To Our Lady of the Wind. And the King!
Imperials drink this piss?
Well, it would go some way to explain their breath.
Lady Benedicta, Imperials.
Oh, here we go. You got your stream deck? Nice. You didn't get your capture card then. That's ironic.
And instead of killing them, you lead the rats straight to us.
Mercy.
Look what we have here, boys. An Imperial bearer. Good. I was getting bored. Boo.
Boo. Wait. She's one herself, I bet. Nope, never mind, she just summons demons.
Where did?
Garuda? Wait, Pulsham?
Dance, Gerard!
Gerada.
What is that thing?
It's Gerada.
If this means what I think it does, then Sid has some explaining to do.
Ow. Gun Legends. It's an incredible game, dude. Did they say you were getting a stream? Did they say you were getting a capture card though? I thought they were funding you a stream card. A capture card. Can't believe this. Bro, this makes Final Fantasy 15 game look. Right. I'm glad I played 15 before this. Put it that way. I would hate 15 even more. I don't hate it. I would now. Oh wait, I'm missing. Really? No, I didn't find any potions. Action RPG should be perfect. Right, can I get good?
Be on your way, Sid. Don't let them get away.
I love the fact you can use Doggo, man. It's so cool. You hit me? The fights are so fun in this game. They're so fun. It's hard to get them off, but the parries are so rewarding. I keep forgetting to equip my flipping accessories, dude.
You've got some fight in you, even for a branded.
Clive!
Look who's here to save the day.
He's on lurk mode at the moment. So.
Is this how you recruit all of your charges?
Don't recall you complaining, Benedicta.
So, Sidolphus, remind me, why was it that you betrayed your kingdom? I asked you a question, Lord Commander.
Ain't no way! He's the Lord Commander.
Why? Because I'd had enough of you and your king's antics.
And yet here you are, stealing my branded. What are you plotting?
As if I'd tell you.
Lady Benedicta, we have secured the dominant.
Always something, isn't there?
Lord Commander.
And she's gone.
We just
Did she say
reading.
where she was going.
No.
Then we head back to Lost Wing. One of the villagers may have heard something.
But we can't just...
Which is why I sent Gav. The man has a nose for these things. Trust me.
And I've got a doggo who has a better nose. But sure, okay, by all means. Right. Equip your accessories, Marsh. Okay, never mind. We're going to do another cutscene first. Okay, now we can explore the town.
So, it wasn't about bearers at all. They were looking for a dominant.
Yeah, that's right. Thought we were hiding the bastard. Like any of us would keep a monster like that under our roof. Oh, no offence.
When no one talked, they started rounding up everyone with a brain. And then everyone without one and all.
And locked you in the cellar, hoping sooner or later someone would break.
Plot the moment, did it?
You know, things might have been different if you'd accepted my invitation.
Oh, don't remind us. We were all saying the same thing.
This is our home, innit? Don't mean we won't out when we can, though.
And that, I'll drink to.
Oh, come hear the tale of Lord
Really bad?
whose tamed worms 1,000 and slain the tenfold. 100 full legions the young dragoon led, and watched as 1,000,000 foes turned tail and fled. His lance levels mountains, it slanders the deep. The skies over storm breaks for
Listen, Clive. Revenge won't bring him back. It won't.
13 years ago, I watched a dominant kill my brother right in front of me. And I did nothing. But now I can. I can kill the son of a bitch. And bring peace to my brother's soul.
Bro, I just remember how good that moment was.
After that, whatever happens, happens.
Fate. You're content to be its slave, then?
One of the whispers I see. One with the whispers. I see you like, hey, you should join this cult called the Whispers. Meanwhile, I love the storytelling in this game.
His radiance would have us believe the Imperial host invincible. Yet here we find the Empire's cornerstone teetering on the backs of a handful of cowards and cutthroats. Well, Bahamut may lead 100 full legions. Could it be that the young prince defends a house of cards ready to topple at the slightest breeze?
See, no Bahamut in this game, but in Final Fantasy 15 it's Bahamut. But it's Ramu, but in any other game it's Rama. Right. You lost me, man. Oh. Actually, he's right, it's Bahamut.
Tell me something. Why do you not resist? Within you lies the power to slay gods. The phoenix perished in your flames. Yet you do not fight. You do not flee. You refuse your gift.
Hey, it's Ivory.
Perhaps you are distracted. My offer still stands. Join us and you will be treated with the respect one of our kind deserves.
Lord Margrace, don't!
Okay, the one in the head.
I'll give you a moment to consider your options.
Just a flesh ring. We'll call it a draw.
Do be gentle with them.
Just a moment. What do you mean, don't be gentle with them? What does it mean, Monka W?
Clive,
How do you fall asleep in that
wake up.
position?
Gav's back.
That's a good point. Clive hasn't slept. If they do this, they should show it when they go to sleep sometimes. Like, he hasn't slept since we left, since the fight
One
with
of the
Titan.
Empire's outlying strongholds, though apparently not strong enough to keep out the Royalists. The captured bearers are inside. I'm sure of it.
If Benedicta's orders are to stay in the shadows, she won't be traveling with many men. Meaning, she'll be keeping her prisoners together and close by.
Including the Dominant.
So, we find a way into the fortress and conjure a bit of chaos.
We got ourselves a sneaky mission.
What about me?
Excellent question, Gav. You will wait outside the care and guide those I free to safety.
And miss all the fun. Why can't he do that?
Clive doesn't have your nose. He'd stumble off a cliff before he even found the men. Come on, Gav. You're the best man for the job.
Well, when you put it that way. Suppose I better scout ahead for any surprises. Don't you let him down.
I love the dry humor, dude.
All right. Shall we?
Not so fast. We wait until tomorrow.
But he's right there.
And if we leave now, we'll arrive just as the sun comes up. Maybe join the guards in breaking their fast. Come on, Clive. They only just took the place. They'll be there a while yet. We've got one chance at this. You don't want to waste it, do you?
No.
Oh, gonna sleep now, I guess.
No.
I'm gonna get side missions now. Story progresses, new weapons and items become available in the hideaways, trading posts, on the soul as well.
No, that's settled. There's someone I want you to meet.
Did you stop?
At this hour.
He's the owner of the tavern, and our best hope of getting a decent...
But there's a shop here, to be fair.
Nice kid.
Carrot broth. Chocobo stew. roast hare, salt loach, smoked kippers, black pudding. Black pudding? Wonder how many. There it is. There it is. Black pudding. This. Whoever wrote this game has lived over here. I'm telling you right now. I don't even like black pudding though. I'm like, can't say I'm a fan of black pudding. But I won't lie. I mean, this game doesn't hold back. There's no rude in this game, let's be honest. We watched the Chocobo die, we watched endless people die in this game. This game doesn't really scream happily ever after. Oh wow, it goes all the way up.
What can I interest you in today?
New stock, you said. That's it. I've come up with a new recipe. Oh, you can buy these for 1,000 gil.
Keep fighting the good fight.
Oh, good, thanks. Right. It's growing you. Bro, I love this game. This game is so fun. Every aspect of the game is so fun, man. I'm having so much fun with it. Oh, I've got some stick drift. Pedigree effects. Glad to hear it's growing on you, they said. I knew it was growing you. There's some really cool mechanics in this game. To be fair, I would like the dodge to be L1 for me personally, but that's it. But that's not the mechanics of the game. It's just the controller layout. They don't let you manually edit it, which is, you know, something they need to learn how to do. But I keep mixing up the dash. Sometimes I intend to dash and I press the Phoenix shift, and vice versa. But I'm pretty much there. Right, okay, I don't want I want that. I want that. I don't want to put the time things on. There's just so much good design in this game. I feel like they put so much thought into the game design, the mechanics, the story, the world. And they thought about so many different players as well. That's one of the things I was saying earlier on. They thought about so many different types of players. Some people who just don't want to deal with like combos and stuff like can just put on one of these and you just press square and it does it all for you and stuff like that. There's so many different ways of playing the game. They kind of like covered it. A no damage boss. Nice. You don't know how to dog? Press left on the D-pad, dude. It tells you in the game. What don't you know how to do with the dog? Doggo doesn't do much. There's a healing ability, which is like regen. Yeah, he combos like so. Can I load it up here? I can't show it on in this part of the game.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
So you sick. It tells you on the menu just here. Actually, it literally tells you in the menu just here. Where was it? Attribute. How did I get to the doggo mode? There you go. Like you got the lifting attack, so you can knock an enemy in the air. That's what lifting attack is. A Ravage knocks them in the air, and you can then jump in the air and do a combo. I've done that a few times. There's aerial melee that will launch enemies in the air. Becomes more potent as the level increases. And the ground-based melee becomes more, you know. I think it's more of an option though. You don't really need to. It's just another way of playing the game. Otherwise, the doggo's just there, really. Oh, defense. Wish I could hide these ones. Oh no, these will all stay here, yeah. And then I got... Oh, and if you... To be fair said, if you really don't want to do, you know... I know you actually like figuring out what to do. Same for the doggo. You can just put this thing on, and the pet commands go automatically, and you don't have to worry about even doing the pet commands. You got the Ring of Timely Assistance that just they give you as well. Alright, finally, I put on my accessories. It's only taken me like... I've only had these accessories for like 2 hours. I love the ability system as well. Like, this is... Yeah, there's just... I have nothing but praise for this game. There's not been one point in the game. Oh, I know you won't easy mode it. I just think it's... I think those options there, though, are good as a game general design piece. Like, gives you the option if you want to use it. But then people who want to play, like... with the challenge in mind, you can enjoy that. Or if you just want to play... I know there's a story and an action mode, but I mean, like, even then, if you just want to... If it's too much to try and figure out, then you don't need to worry about it. You can just put it on, put that accessory on with the doggo, never worry about the doggo ever, kind of thing, which I think is really cool. The ability system is great. It's pretty straightforward. I'm sure you get more as your game plays out, but you just upgrade them and you can master them and you gain different abilities and stuff like that. Honestly, the game is just so fun. I've enjoyed every fight in the game so far. I need to find potions. I refuse to buy them because the only thing that I'm like about is you can only carry a certain amount of items. You can only carry up to 4 potions, and any one time you collect it, it just auto drinks it, kind of thing. But it's probably in there for balancing, if anything, which seems, legit.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
And obviously, I'm not using the pre-order bonus and stuff either. Not for this playthrough. Adds a new song at the Hideaways Orchestra. Oh! 40,000 gil? Anyway. So anyways. So the pre-order bonus, I'll show you where the pre-order bonuses are. You probably did. Is yours physical or digital? It's physical. Ooh. If it's physical, I think you have to figure out where they ordered it from. Digital? In that case, go to items. Where's it? Where was it? I've seen it somewhere. Oh, here you go. In the system tray, next to the controller layer, is something called redeemable items. If you pre-order the game, you'll have the Scholar Spectacles, the Katesif Charm, and the Braveheart weapon, which looks pretty OP. Just like the Ragnarok from thingy. That increases your gil, and that increases experience by 10%. Once you have finished the prologue, this part becomes available. So, but yeah, I'm not using those for this playthrough, just for a general playthrough. Maybe like on a second playthrough or post game or whatever. You know, if I do a challenge run maybe or something. Because I'd like to check them out. Or when I finish the game, we can unlock them.
You're the kind man who saved Mummy.
I'm not gonna like
Thank you.
scam the game for experience. If I do it naturally, I'd rather play the game naturally. You know, I would. Oh, this is probably one of the best Final Fantasies I feel I've played in a long time.
But you're free to look.
I always felt this game was going to be like up there with Final Fantasy X's, like in terms of best one.
Yes.
I said this would be the best one we've had since
fighting
10.
the good fight.
I'm standing by that statement. 7 hours in. I haven't played 12, to be fair. The game is very...
What can I interest you in today?
Word of warning though, if you don't like gore in a game and, you know, gruesome kills and stuff like that, you probably won't like this game. If you like Game of Thrones, you'll quite like this game. This is the game, this is the Final Fantasy Game of Thrones edition. I'm not even kidding you when I say that. I get why people like comparing this to Game of Thrones now. Even the world setting is very the same. I love the humour and stuff, man, but that's because the humour's very British. You ready to theorise? I don't know if you're how far you are.
What would the King of Waloed want with our tiny village anyway? Surely they have bearers enough.
Oh, the characters in this game are top tier as well. Like, every character so far has been absolutely, like, insane. I'm, like, full-on addicted. Like... Yeah, but you're only going to keep getting further and further than me, though, so... You gotta remember that. There was that one Moogle, but I've not been able to re-find it. I reckon when Jill wakes up, it's probably where the Moogle is.
Quentin, my good man. It seems we'll be spending the night.
Quentin.
I thought as much.
Oh, I didn't scroll up this.
That one?
What, him? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Quentin here is an old friend, one who is sympathetic to our cause.
Sympathetic? And he knows about your little sanctuary. I would never have guessed so many people were bent on setting us free. When last I checked, the mere thought would earn you a trip to the gallows.
I am well aware of the risks, as I am of the rewards.
I think it works as a one party member.
And what could be more rewarding than your very own
It's its own unique
fire?
system.
A dominant? Here? Now that I would like to see.
Meaning you haven't?
No, but nothing passes unnoticed in Lostwing. Take your brand, for example. People will see that at once. And I need hardly tell you how they will greet the inquiries of a bearer. You are afraid your words will fall on deaf ears, as they have ever since the moment you were marked. Happily, I can provide a solution to your dilemma, as a favor to Sid, that is. Take this. You will find it has the uncanny power to loosen tongues. May the mothers guide you.
This might be Imperial land.
Although you do have a
Here in
doggo.
Lostwing, it's his word that's law.
But how?
You don't need to worry about that just yet. Trust me. Everyone in Lostwing knows what that seal means, and what it means if they don't take note. Now we can sit here counting our blessings, or put them to good use and find that dominance. Your choice.
Let's see if this thing really works.
Also, Sid is like the best character in the game. No worries, Zach. Thank you for being here, man. You have a great evening. Wait, let me go up. Well, this Sid, right, so... This is going to sound weird, but if I were an anime character, I'd have dual wielding swords and my element would be lightning and thunder, right? This guy has both, and he has a sarcastic sense of humor. Sid is literally my spirit animal, bro. In this game, like he might be my favorite Sid across Final Fantasy right now. And we now know what Sid that's short for. Sidophilus. Who knew Sid was short for a name? Ain't no way. See you in 25 years. Meanwhile. I just think the general movement in this game is so clean as well. I know it's PS5, so it's unfair. Previous Final Fantasy aren't as clean. But they've really, like, enhanced the game. Well, I was saying earlier on, Square said they were worried about this game hitting the market. Nah, wait, dude. This is like one of the best games in the out right now. Like, full stop. Even if it weren't Final Fantasy. And that's a bold statement from me. You remember, this is me saying that. I love the fact that this game hit my expectation, mate. I was conscious that the game would not, you know, I was aware that I had expectation, and I know what I say about expectation. You know how strict I'm on this stuff. Wish I could just jump over that. Give me the mobility, man. Welcome back, Mushroom. People were looking for you. People were like, where's Mushroom? Oh, it was Trev, you found him. Oh, when you play this, you'll realize how much better this is than every other game out right now. Unfortunately, I think that at the awards, people will probably vote in Diablo 4 because, you know, I know how people. We all know what's gonna happen. The wrong games always, you know, Horizon should have won the same, you know. Hey, what are you gonna do? I don't think Square care about Game of the Year that much.
Hanged man, I see. Master Quentin must think you're important. It was a good thing you done today, getting rid of those bastards. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd be on my way to Ash by now, along with the others. Poor buggers.
These others. Was there a dominant among them? A dominant of fire?
Might have been, yeah. Royalists seem to think there was, anyhow. A thin bloke all swallowed up in his robes like one of Great Grieger's churchmen.
Do you recall anything else about him?
He was the one who was there, summoned it.
Only that he weren't alone. Was a young maid who went wherever he did, including the church, and wherever the Royalists dragged them both off to before you got here.
I see. Thank you.
I'll tell you one thing for nothing. That girl with the hooded bloke weren't his missus. More like his pet blimmin' curl. Ready to pounce.
Oh. I love the lore building in this game. Like, earlier on when they used the crystal to make tea or something, I was like, dude, that's so cool. I've not heard that. Although, I don't know about...
Honored visitor, might I ask that you pray with us for the deliverance of our brothers and sisters from evil?
I will say, it takes up a lot of space on your hard drive, this game. It's why I've been saying that they need to start releasing games that aren't 100 gigabytes big. You need to start releasing consoles with more space.
Think hard.
I already told you. He was gone before
I like how
any of us
Sid
could get
actually
a
did
good look
stuff
under
as
that
well.
hood of his.
Like, they really, yeah, blaming a singular game for a PS5 overheating, that's kind of hard to do.
Ah.
My PS5 is...
Master Quentin took a liking to you, I see.
I mean, it's warm, but constant at the bottom.
I was thinking you were in bed with Sid.
Wonder what Gav will have to say
The
about
fans are
this.
at the top.
Speaking of whom,
There's a good chance they're not looking after, they're maintaining it. It could be like in a really hot room, especially if it's hot weather. It could be all sorts of factors.
you see him, tell him thanks for looking after us. Now, what can I help you with?
I'm searching for a dominant of fire. Gav seems to think he might have taken refuge here.
We see a lot bearers around these parts. But I do seem to recall one who commanded the flame. Now, whether or not that makes him a dominant, I can't say. But the Waluders certainly took a keen interest in the poor sod.
Did you get a look at him?
Clickbaity
Didn't have a
fake
chance.
articles. I know.
One of the other bearers might have done.
Thank you. I wonder if Sid's found anything.
Or an article where the headline says something and then the actual context has got nothing to do with it. The kid did hit that click. But no, the game has run incredibly smoothly for me. It's not. There's been no hiccups or anything. No glitches, nothing. Like literally, I always find a way to break a game somehow, and yet I've not. I'm sure I will, but like, especially in a 1.0 version, I love this. If you haven't seen it, the pixel art. There's pixel art characters and little Easter eggs to the original Final Fantasy games as well, like things like this. And there's like when we go back to the other players, we'll go drop the records into Mr. Tomes dude, and there's like a Final Fantasy 7 loading screen or something. Yeah, happy summer solstice. I'm not sure what summer solstice is, but I know Ilsman was here earlier on, so there's like a national holiday for you, isn't it? So, happy summer solstice to you too.
Tell me that scowl means you've got good news.
Wow. It'll be like,
so,
really now, Sid.
A shady lad with a hood, and his equally shady lass. Not much to go on, but... I've been thinking, if our friend is a dominant, why not just burn the royalists to a crisp? There's a reason he's holding back, and I reckon it has something to do with his partner.
What makes you say that?
One of the villagers I talked to said the two were separated. If the Waluders have her, our dominants like to think twice before starting any fires. Whoever he is, he's shown himself to have a level head. He's careful, cunning, and he doesn't want to be found. This could spell trouble. For us and the royalists both. Still, it'll be a whole lot worse if we set off after them with bleary eyes and empty bellies. There should be a pair of pallets waiting for us back at the inn. Shall we?
I don't think Ilse was going to be back for the weekend. He said that he's going to see his aunt or something. With Quinton. Are there any items around? Wait. Where's that stairway here? Does that mean people attending the farms are going to want those?
Bloody cowards! Setting upon us after dark! I'd like to see them try again when the sun's high.
You tell him, Grandma. Bloody cowards! You stinking, stinking.
Now, about those beds.
beds. I seem to recall your request being to spend the night. And for that, the floor will more than suffice.
Wow.
Better than a wet rock, I suppose. My thanks, Quentin. Next time you're at the hideaway, our floor's all yours.
No need for thanks, Sid. This isn't an act of charity.
You don't say.
In exchange for my floor, I shall be requiring your services.
Can you believe this guy?
Saw fit to erect a barricade across the road south when they occupied the village, and failed to remove it when they left. I expect it to be gone before you leave.
As you wish.
Really now? We get to sleep on the floor and then we have to do his chores? Really now? Terrific. This is exactly why I point out things. Be careful what you read off the internet. Like they get mentioned on Discord or Marsh. You know, you heard that this and that and the other, and I'm like, well, what's the source? Is it viable? Is it realistic? Because some people just anything with that can bait people in. I find it hard to believe a console has been out for as short as the PS5 would have games overheating over it.
Oh, that took longer than it.
Any, Oh, Quentin. Here we go. The inscrutable landlord of Lost Wings Tavern and the leader of the village. Dominant of fate. Of fire. Serious figure. Was first seen amid the chaos. So it is the one in the invasion of Phoenix Gate. It is that person. Immediately before the appearance, second icon of fire. Very icon that slew the heir to the dual throne. I believe this man to be the dominant who murdered his brother and has sworn to take his revenge. I get the feeling that we're not going to be enemies. Doesn't it call the hideaway their home? It's cool to see all these little villages like around and alive whilst the Imperials and stuff are around. He was the Lord Commander. Interesting.
Expected. First time dismantling the barricade? It gets easier, don't worry.
I won't.
If we leave now, we'll arrive at the care when the shadows are at their deepest. Unless you'd rather wait.
No more waiting. The road south,
I
then?
wonder if our clothing everything.
Unless...
I know of another shortcut. You should be so lucky.
Unless. I get the feeling there will be that kind of real free roam at some point where you can go. Wow. That's a really cool feature in the game. There's the arcade mode, and you can replay things at any moment as well. So if you miss cutscenes, you can go back and check them. There's so much. They actually thought of the gamer when they're making this. It's not the production development of 15 where they came in greedy. The fact that Square have said in a statement, or one of the main director of the game, has already said that they're not planned any DLC until they see the reception of the game and see if there's room to make DLC. Like that is when you know they made a full game.
The road here cuts through Lorbert's Pass to Care Northern. You're not thinking of heading that way, are you?
Ain't no way is he going this way.
If the Royalists were looking to take the...
Alright, here we go. Here we go again. Dead of the night.
Yeah, they'd have posted sentries to prevent any unwelcome surprises. At least I would have.
I would say add a sprint button.
You should know.
He doesn't run slow, but a sprint would be nice. Especially if you're mobbing up later on.